Welcome one and all, for those watching on the VIU Mariners YouTube channel or on PACWEST TV, to the second half of a weekend doubleheader between the VIU Mariners and the Langara Falcons. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Caleb Green. Ekman Sohal in the circle against Nixon Owusu. Owusu wins the tip back to Aaron Unkpresert, and we are underway from Nanaimo. Subotic has the ball, dished it over. Bouncing it underneath, Nixon Owusu tried to get to it. "15 seconds in. Falcons already preparing for an inbound. Lucas Subotic looking for an open man. He finds Aaron Unkpresert. What a game he had last night, 24 points against the same team that recruited him in 2021. Subotic puts up a shot that gets blocked. Unkpresert puts away the second chance. Aaron Unkpresert. It's overturned. Aaron Unkpresert will not get the basket. No one will. Ekman Sohal dishes it over to Bashan. Nice spin move over to Kai Katevsky-Ting up top. Winston Cole made his first career PACWEST start last night. Oh! Take a look at what he did. Winston Cole. And they're not taking that one away. Violation against Langara. What a start for the Mariners. Offensive foul against the Baker City, Oregon native, Patrick Robinson. He had a buzzer-beating shot at the end of the first quarter last night in what's already looking like the PACWEST game of the year. Sohal has to throw it out of bounds. Falcons will regain possession. Adriel Lasseret to throw it into Subotic. Subotic watched by Bashan, two of the taller point guards in the PACWEST. Lasseret watched by Tinga. Subotic, top of the arc, into the mid-range. Poked out, Unkpresert guarded by Cole. Dish to the corner, three ball, good! Ed Lasseret making his presence known. Here's Kai Tinga, over to Bastion, top of the arc. Over to the fifth-year forward, Kai Layton. Behind the back, Tinga, step back, fakes the three to the corner. Cole nearly falls over. Shot clock at 6. Bastion trying to get it inside. Ekman Sohal puts it up! Just as the shot clock expires, Ekman Sohal! Robinson almost poked it away as the music comes on. Just as quickly comes off. Offensive foul, I believe, against Nixon Owusu. Second-year forward out of Vancouver. Cut his teeth at Sir Winston Churchill Secondary. He's a teammate of Lucas Subotic, and now here they are reunited on the Langara Falcons. Ekman Sohal trying to find a lane, taken away by Lasseret. Lasseret coming down the line, watched by Cole. He goes up! It's an and one for Ed Lasseret. Bautista checking in. One throw coming for Lasseret. Fourth-year combo guard out of Surrey. A lot better of a start than the Mariners had last night. They currently trail 6-4. Here's Cole trying to go. Kai Katevsky-Ting off the glass! Tie game off the shot from the Comox native. What a game he had last night. 38 points on 16 of 24 shooting. Most points not just by anyone on the Mariners, but anyone in the PACWEST. Poked out, taken away. Bastion gets it ahead. Here comes Tinga, dishes it over. Cole lost the handle, has to back in, trying to find a lane. Swings it past Dunkerser. Tinga can't keep it in bounds. Both teams tied at 6, just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us on PACWEST TV. Lucas Sabotage, watched by Bastion. Aaron Unkersert, just inside the three-point line. Backs down Cole. Unkersert puts it up, triple teamed off the rim, rebound Cole. Here comes Sohal down the near side. Looks for no man, he drops it back over to Cole. Bastion at the near side, back up top, Kai Layton. Dishes it back over, Sohal in transition. Trades plays with Layton. Sohal trying to come down the line. Euro step, no good. Poked out. Nair gets it over to Sabotage. Out of bounds, I believe, off of Bautista. And remains Falcons ball. 6:17 to go in the first quarter. Tied at 6. Unkersert looking to change that as he gets it over to Bautista. James Zongo up top. Scored 56 points in an all-star game in Vancouver. Bromnair trying to get to it. Here come the Falcons again. James Zongo off the rim. Fighting for it was Nair. Bastion gets it over to Cole. Under 6 to go in the quarter. Dish back over to Layton. Tinga in motion, he gets the handoff. Inside Sohal, shot clock at 7. Ekman Sohal trying to back down Bautista, it's poked out. Bastion can't get to it, it's taken away by Nair. Sabotage trying to come down the line. Blocked! A rejection from Ekman Sohal, the former Douglas Royal. Justin Best checking in for Langara. James Zongo converts the first free throw. Langara, one of the more complete offensive teams in the PACWEST. They have enough talent to dominate from both the three-point line and the paint, as opposed to the more one-dimensional offense they had last year with Cameron Vaughn. Here's Cole, dish it over, Bastion 3, short, directly into the hands of Bautista. Sabotage, back to Bautista. Bautista into the interior, dishes it, oh, what a play! But Justin Best couldn't convert, back down by Sohal, up and over, tipped out! Cole's able to save it, dished over, Ryan Bastion, all alone! Sabotage on the counterattack. Another shot, no good. So all fighting for the tip, it comes over, Layton swings it across, Bastion, evaded the poke from Sabotage in the corner, Cole 3, got it! Winston Cole! Nice behind the back feed from Bautista. Sabotage into the mid-range, swings it over. Bromnair comes down the line, bounces it back out. Shot clock at 5, Falcons have to hurry. Bautista running out of time. Good if it goes. Oh, wedgie! That's not something you see every day. Cutting with it, Bautista. He finds Justin Best. Flung back over. Good look at a three, no good. Nair trying to get the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Mariners saying he was the last to touch it. Three-point lead for VIU. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cole on the stretch pass from Bastian. To the inside, it's Kyle Layton, watched by Bromnair. Two bigs going at it. Layton gives it back over. Tinga three. No good. Rebound Asseret. Here's Nair. Bounce back over to Asseret. Good defense from Bastian. Bautista swings it over. Good look at a three. Well short. Another shot off the rim. Cole gets the rebound. Off the shot, I believe, from James Zongo. Cole trying to find a hole, swings it back. Tinga comes down the line, walks the tightrope. Oh! Oh my, Kai! Shades of Michael Jordan going underneath the rim. And an offensive foul against Langara. What a start for the Mariners. Just a hair over 3 to go. Mariners trying to hold on to a 5-point lead in the first. Here's Cole. Bautista switches on to him. Over to Layton. Layton finds Van Egdom out of the corner. No good. Sear fighting for the rebound. Van Egdom gets to it. Comes back out. Over to Cole. Straight away three. No good. Sear underneath. Foul on the play. Mariners will retain possession. 2:36 to go. Mariners lead 13-8. Guy Tinga inbound it. He'll be watched by the big body of Aaron Ungpresert. He goes for the long ball out to Layton. Cole in motion, he gets the handoff. Relentless defense from Kisaki. Shot clock at 7. Winston Cole bulldozing everyone! And one! Winston Cole! Can I get a two-piece and a biscuit? Timeout, Cassidy Kannemeyer. One of the luckiest people in the PACWEST he is, getting to coach at his alma mater. Spent 7 seasons before that as the head coach at Capilano. Helped to lay the foundation for what the Blues have become. Winning 2 of the past 3 PACWEST titles, both against VIU. 4 of them have met in the playoffs every year since the pandemic. Whoever's won that matchup has gone on to win PACWEST Gold. And they've met for gold directly 3 times in that 4-year span. Lone exception was in 2024 when the Mariners beat the Chargers. As is their wont to do. Winston Cole, what a journey he's had coming to VIU. Born and raised in South Seattle. Made his season debut last week against CBC. Made his first start last night. Spent the prior year with Florida Memorial in the NAIA, and he takes it away again. Winston Cole, take a look at what he did! A superhuman dunk for the kid from South Seattle. 10-point lead for VIU. Asseret looking to stop the bleeding. Ehi Obito tried to get it to Robinson. 2 free throws coming up for Ehi Obito. One of the more imposing big men in the PACWEST. Brendan McLaughlin checking in for the Mariners. As Obito makes the first free throw, career 28.6% from the line, at least this season. Perfect 2 for 2 for the big from Maple Ridge. Here comes McLaughlin, trying to back down Obito. Swings it over to Ty Sear, top of the arc, into the mid-range. Sear loses it. McLaughlin fighting for the rebound, and it's taken away by Ungprasert. Ungprasert gets it back from Asseret. Asseret trying to walk down the line. Ungprasert swings it over, back inside. Obito up and over, fighting for him. McLaughlin can't get to it. Obito gets the loose change. Amidst a sea of humanity, he turns it over. Mariners basketball. Or is it? Langara will retain possession, at least for the time being. 1:23 to go. Robinson gives it to the corner. Shot clock at 5. High arcing shot. Obito trying to get to it. He falls down. Cole diving for it. Shot clock violation. Ty Sear will inbound it, the lone rookie. On one of the older rosters in the PACWEST. Mariners going all in this year. And when you're hosting Nationals in March, why wouldn't you? Nearing the 1 minute mark. Bastian gets it over to Sear in the corner. Watched by Ungprasert. Swings it all the way back over to Bastian. Cole on the far side. Into the mid-range. 3. Off the rim. Obito out of bounds. He couldn't keep it despite a valiant effort. Excellent hustle for the Maple Ridge native. But the Mariners will get a chance to inbound with 51 seconds to go as Nixon Owusu takes his place. Bastian finds Levi, gets it back over to Bastian. Trying to back down Kusaki. Bastian swings it over. Sear trying to find a hole. Shot clock running out, and it's taken away. Aaron Ungprasert. Bastian close behind him. Stripped to the ball. Down at his feet. Taken away by Bastian. Spectacular defensive play from the Ladysmith native. McLaughlin over to Cole. Comes in from the near corner. Bastian near center. Back over to Sear. Watched by Ungprasert. On the inside, it's McLaughlin. Brendan McLaughlin trying to force his way up. Taken away. Van Egdom gets it back. Back to the inside. McLaughlin! No good. Rebound to Owusu. 6 seconds to go. Langara had a buzzer beater last night. Can they do it again? Ungprasert at the buzzer. No good. Rebound McLaughlin. 8-point lead for VIU at the end of the first quarter. You having fun yet? Certainly a better start for the Mariners than last night. Punctuated by a buzzer-beating shot from Patrick Robinson. Mariners went on to win that game 100-88 in overtime. Ryan Bastian gave the Mariners a late 2-point lead. But Lucas Abadic, just when it looked like the end for Langara, he forced overtime with a mid-range shot off the glass. Mariners currently 5-0 on the season, the last undefeated team in the PACWEST after Capilano and Camosun split earlier this week. And what's looking to be a very competitive PACWEST once again. Camosun making a lot of big additions. Key among them bringing Owen Jones from Langara, David Featherston from Capilano, and what some consider to be the biggest transfer of the decade for any team. The Mariners, conversely, they've been busy in the transfer portal this past offseason, picking up Levi Van Egdom from CBC, Ekman Sohal from Douglas, in addition to prying Ty Sear from Believe Basketball Academy as he inbounds it to Bastion. Welcome to the second quarter, everybody. Mariners lead by 8. McLaughlin inbound to Van Egdom! Subotic finds Bautista. Back up top to Subotic. Backs off of Bastion. Finds Unkpresert. He brings buckets, but he doesn't there. Adams fighting for the rebound. Owusu comes over to it. Foul on the play. As James Zongo looks to be in pretty rough condition. Sear gets it from Bastion. Sear makes a spin. He finds Adams back inside McLaughlin. Dishes it back out. Ty Sear playing through injury. He finds Van Egdom. Feeds it inside to McLaughlin. Looking for his first points in over a calendar year. And he is fouled. I mean, what can you say about Brendan McLaughlin and the comeback he's had? His collegiate debut in 23-24, won a PACWEST title with the Mariners. Missed all of last season, recovering from a torn ACL. In only his second game since coming back. And he's got his first points! Welcome back, Brendan McLaughlin. Langara looking for the immediate response. McLaughlin with a block, but it results in a foul. Now Joaquin Bautista will head to the line. Here's 62.5% from the charity stripe as he converts his first. 9:04 to go here in the second quarter. Mariners with a comfortable lead, 21-12. But as the Falcons can attest, no lead is safe. They trailed by as much as 14 last night. McLaughlin is fouled again, a personal from Nixon Owusu. Are we sure he's not a crook? Adams watched by Bautista, the former Prince Rupert Cub. Here's McLaughlin taking the handoff to Sear. Now he gives it to Bastion. Shot clock at 3. Sear a 3. Got it! Ty Sear! 12-point lead for VIU. Fadeaway shot, no good. Adams fighting for the rebound. Instead, McLaughlin gets it. He gets it over to Ty Sear. Coming down in front of the scores table. Swings it back over. Bastion straight away. He finds Adams. Back over to Bastion. Sends Adams in motion. Van Egdom waiting in the corner. Bastion being hounded by Subotic. McLaughlin trying to back down to Owusu. He turns it over. Subotic able to get the loose board. Trying to navigate through the VIU defense. He dishes it back over, and a foul on the play. Joaquin Bautista will shoot more free throws as McLaughlin checks back out. Mostly healthy roster for VIU today. Our lone scratch today, Marcus Madrovic. He'll miss today's game with an arm injury. He's expected to be back soon. In time for 2 weeks from now against Capilano, if I had to wager a guess. But then again, my degree isn't in medicine or kinesiology, so take anything I give on the human body with a grain of salt. Here comes Van Egdom. He bounces it over to Sear. The switch from Ungpresert. Sear walks down, backs him down. An offensive foul on Ty Sear. There will be no basket. Ungpresert will inbound it. He's got VIU in his blood. Originally committed to the program in 2021, flipped his commitment to split-second basketball under former Mariner Eric DeAndrea, diving for the ball. As it rolls out of bounds, who's got it? The Mariners say they have it, and they do. Here comes Bastion. Sohal over to Sear. Sohal coming down the line, tries to put it up, and he gets fouled. Lots of fouls in rapid succession so far. Ekman Sohal, he spent 2 years with Douglas. He was named to the PACWEST All-Rookie Team in 2023 in his first season with the Royals. As the VIU lead grows to 13 with just over 7 minutes to go in the half. Winston Cole preparing to check in. Nice shot there from Justin Best. Van Egdom, not many options. He's going to do it himself. He finds Sear, ripped away. Fouled by Justin Best. Mariners one away from the bonus as Sear prepares to inbound it. Van Egdom gets it over to Tinga. Trying to find the lane, dishes it back over. Van Egdom, three. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Nair. He finds Kusaki, alum of Neosho County Community College. In his native Japan, Justin Best, a three. Air ball, rebound Bastion. Bastion finds Cole. Cole shakes off Kusaki. The two number threes dueling. Sohal bobbles it. Cole pumps on the three, finds Bastion in no man's land. Tinga in a similar spot, shot clock at 8. Tinga running out of options, good defense from Nair. Cole coming down the line, Nair switches onto him, rolls out of bounds. Falcons say they have it, the refs say otherwise. .6:04 to go in the quarter. Mariners lead Langara 26-15. Tinga three as the shot clock expires, no good. Astra kicks it out, Kusaki three. Nope. Here comes Cole down the line. Cole trying to split the defense, kicks it out. Tinga three, no good. Layden fighting for it. Ryan Bastion heading to the line. He's at a career high in rebounds per game last season. One of the stronger two-way guards in the PACWEST. I'm sure he'd be on most people's Defensive Player of the Year ballots. Now Kyle Layton at the line. One of the better stretch bigs and one of the better bigs overall, but that could just be the student card talking. Here's Bastion again at the line. Not confusing at all, I know. .5:42 to go in the half. Mariners back up by 13. Here comes Kosaki. Lots of room to move. He finds Nair. Shot clock at 15. Nair into the mid-range. Kicks it back out. Robinson, three. No good. Rebound, Cole. Going for the long ball to Tinga. Wrestling for it is Robinson. Tinga comes away with it. Swings it back out. Bastion, corner three. No good. Layton fighting for the rebound. He gets to it. Relentless defense from Kosaki. Tinga, three. Off the rim. Layton again. This time it's poked away by Asserit. Here come the Falcons. Kosaki back over to Asserit. Trying to get it underneath. Justin Best inside the paint. Taken away by Layton. Gives it over. Kai Tinga. Can't keep it in bounds. A lot of subs coming on for Langara. As James Zongo, alum of Tupper Secondary, inbounds it. Gets it back from Justin Best. The two freshman guards. James Zongo puts up a shot. Comes up short. Sohal gets it over to Cole. Cole drops it back. Sohal pumps on the three. Swings it back over to Cole. Zongo playing great defense. Tinga in motion. Sohal trying to back down. Swings it over. Tinga gets it over. Layton, three. Got it! Kai so fly! Here comes Sabotage. And a personal foul, I believe, against Ryan Bastion. .4:19 to go. Bautista coming in for the Falcons. .4:19 to go. Mariners lead 31-15 here on PACWEST TV. Ungpresert immediately off the catch. Here's Bautista back inside. Ungpresert pumps on a few passes, tries to back down Cole. Mid-range shot up and over. Langara, great ball movement. Sabotage, three, no good. Rebound Ungpresert, and it's taken away by Tinga. Ungpresert still fighting for it. Tinga finally comes away with it. Had to shake off the entire roster, it looks like. Bastion, three, no good. Rebound Ungpresert. Here comes Zongo into the mid-range. James Zongo still fighting for it, trying to avoid a jump ball. He bobbles it. Ungpresert just going to hold on to it as play stops. 3:41 to go. Still a 16-point lead for the Mariners as Matt Kuzminski calls his first timeout. Mariners in bonus time. 5 fouls for Langara. But VIU's getting up there in fouls too. So they would be wise not to pull any funny business. Ekman Sohal will inbound it. What a revelation he's been for the Mariners this season. He and Kai Tinga among the conference's best in points per game. Here comes Sohal with a full head of steam. Tipped. Layton can't get to it. Sabotage gets it over to Ungpresert. Aaron Ungpresert trying to come in. Mid-range shot. And he banks it in. First made basket in quite a while for the Falcons. Tinga gets it over. Bastion. Bautista the switch. Layton in the mid-range, swings it out. Sohal 3, off the rim. Rebounds to Bodic. Under 3 to go. Mariners lead 31-17. On for start 3. It spins out. Rebound Cole. Layton. Sohal coming down the line, swings it back out. Cole over to Bastion in the corner. Tinga 3. Got it! Kai Tinga coming alive this weekend. 2.5 to go. Mariners lead 34-17. Asserid, mid-range shot blocked by Tinga. Here's Cole, 3 from the spot, got it! With a chance at 4! The whistle had sounded before the ball went in. Both teams trying to regroup. Mariners lead. By 20 points. Both teams in bonus time now with 1 timeout apiece. Basket is good on the play. But there was a pair of fouls that sent Joaquin Bautista to the line. Second-year guard out of Richmond. Puts it back within 18 as Nair checks back in. Tinga, he plays catch with Bastion. Back to Tinga, underneath to Van Egdom, back over Cole, nice rotation to Tinga. Tinga, good ball movement. Layton from the corner, got it! He put all 5 years behind that shot. Cole, good defense on Ongprasert. Poked away by Bastion. Here come the Mariners again. Weaving, slithering to the net is Bastion. Out of bounds. Off of Obito. Falcons say they have it. Cassidy Kannemeyer will call his last timeout with $1:24 to go. Mariners lead 42-19. What a start for the Mariners. After having to come all the way back from down 14 against the Falcons. Needing overtime to win that game. Granted, it was a dominant showing in overtime, but it speaks to the resolve of the Langara Falcons and a roster that looks to be among the conference's elite, even if their record doesn't suggest it. Asserit comes out with it, makes a nice move, dishing it inside, and it's taken away. Here come the Mariners. Tinga, between the legs, oh! Just over a minute to go. Mariners lead 44-19. Nair trying to do it himself. He hands it off. Asserit coming down the line. He swings it underneath to Obito. double teams Layton and Van Egdom, and Obito says, "Give me that!" Here comes Cole. Makes a nice move. Try to get it with one hand. Van Egdom gets the rebound. Bastion out of the corner. Got it! Mariners putting on a show so far. From Nair trying to put it up. Battle for it along the boards. Ungversert comes away with it. He puts off a shot. Can't bank it in. Nair fighting for it. Instead, it's Winston Cole who comes out. Shot clock is dark. Cole looking to bleed out as much time as possible, trying to find a hole. Good defense from Obito, swings it over. Layton at the buzzer! Nearly goes in. But the Mariners already have a sizable 26-point cushion over their adversaries from Langley. Mariners lead 47-21 at the half. Both teams up there in fouls. Mariners more up in total points. We'll take a quick break to let these two teams regroup, and so I can get a lozenge. You're watching VIU Mariners basketball on PACWEST TV. Welcome to the second half here from Nanaimo. Mariners leading the Langara Falcons 47-21. Stark contrast to the game they had last night where Langara actually led for a majority of the game. Subotic, Ungprasert. Ungprasert again for three, no good. Rebound Sohal. Here's Cole from the outside. Winston Cole to the mid-range. Layton walks the tightrope, gets it all the way over. Tinga pumps on the three. He gets inside the paint. Up and over, Kai Tinga! Here's Ungprasert again, watched by Cole. Former VIU commit gets it over to Owusu. Coming out of the corner, Robinson fed underneath to Subotic. Ungprasert comes in full out of steam, trying to put it up. And he travels to get it. Bastion finds Cole. Cole in the mid-range, feeds it out, Sohal. Bastion in motion. Over to Layton, coming in from the corner, it's Tinga. Diving for it, and it's stolen by Asterit. Here comes Robinson down the far side. Patrick Robinson off the glass! Patrick Robinson making things happen for Langara. VIU leads 49-23. Just over 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Thrown out of bounds. Layton couldn't find Bastion. Here comes Subotic. Walks the tightrope. Feeds it to Robinson. Out of bounds, it goes back to Langara. Ungprasert up top, behind the back to Subotic. He tied the game in the fourth quarter to force overtime last night. Robinson, another shot! A three ball from Patrick Robinson, and the Falcons aren't done yet. Here's Cole. He feeds it out to Bastion. Back to Layton. Watched by Owusu into the mid-range. Tinga comes down the line. Cole trying to hold on to it. Shot clock at 4. Mariners running out of time. Winston Cole dishes it out. Tinga's the shot clock expires. No good. Falcons starting to go on a run here. Subotic swings it out. Three ball good. Adriel Asterit. Here's Sohal. Feeds it over Kai Tinga. Coming down the line, it's Ekman Sohal who can't get it, and he gets the second chance. Ekman Sohal. Robinson thought about a shot. Asterit pumps again, fools Tinga, back over Robinson, another three off the rim, rebound Cole. Ian Bastion, inside to Sohal. Back over, Layton, Tinga again. Here's Layton. Back to Tinga. Sohal coming in. Ball walks the tightrope. He was pushed out of bounds. Inbound coming for the Mariners. They lead 51-29. 3.5 gone by in the third quarter. Mariners lead 51-29. Sohal, shot, got it! EK all day! Here comes Subotic, bounces it to Asterit, handoff back to Subotic. Makes a nice move, Swings it over. Patrick Robinson, the hot hand for Langara. Triple team. Owusu trying to get to it. Robinson and Layton collide. It goes back to Langara. Nair and Zongo coming in for the Falcons. Quite the coaching staff Langara has. Cassidy Kannemeyer himself, a Langara alum. Marco Kosic and Chris Schneller brought in last offseason. Sean Shook, also as an assistant, to my knowledge. He's the athletic director at Langara. James Zongo at the line. Makes his first free throw. Can't make the second. Sohal grabs the rebound. Here comes Bastian. 5:52 to go. Mariners lead 54-30. Layton coming in with it now. Drops it back. Cole up top to Sohal into the mid-range. Shot clock at 10. Cole thinks about a shot. Dishes it over. Bastian from the corner. Yes! Ryan Bastian. Keeping it going in the third quarter as the Mariners try to hold off Langara. James Zongo got to the rim. Basket is not good on the play, but there will be a personal foul on Ryan Bastian. Tinga guarding the inbound. Ungressert bobbles it, gets it back over, long shot. Nearly went in. Here comes Cole. Cole kicks it back out. Tinga coming in down the runway, and he swirls it in. Kai Tinga coming alive over the weekend. Zongo straightaway three. Oh! James Zongo going band for band with Tinga, and he immediately picks off Cole. Mariners get back possession, but what a play by James Zongo. Offense leading to defense and back into offense for the Vancouver native. Sabotage looking for the throw in. He bounces it to Ungressert, handoff back to Sabotage. Here he comes. Langara utilizing a lot of speed. Here comes Nair from the corner into the mid-range. Watched by Layton Brom. Nair mid-range shot off the rim. Rebound Sohal. He gets over to Bastian. Long ball for Tinga. Not many people between him. Here comes Cole. Thinks about a three. Layton out of the corner. Oh! Kai Layton! 62-33. The Mariners lead. 4:20 to go in the third quarter, and the Mariners are smoking the Falcons right now. Sabotage for three. Air ball, rebound Layton. Here comes Cole in front of the scores table. Cole trying to put on the brakes. Kicks it back out. Sohal straightaway three. Oh, swish! Ekman Sohal. It's a party in Nanaimo. From Nair, straightaway three. No good. Tipped up, fighting for it is Ungressert. Bastian's able to get to it, but a foul called. Levi coming in, the former CBC Bearcat. As Cole subs off, Aaron Ungressert preparing to shoot free throws. What a game he had last night. 24 points, the most by any Falcon. and he leads the team in rebounds for good measure. And as he comes away from the line, Patrick Robinson will take his place. Sohal plays catch with Bastian. He finds Van Egdom. Over to Sohal. Tinga cutting. Bad transition. Subotic diving for the ball. He says he's got it. Falcons in bonus time now. Zongo gets the inbound to Subotic. Back to Zongo. Down the line in the corner. Robinson, he can move. Patrick Robinson! No basket on the play, but Patrick Robinson continuing to be a physical force here in Nanaimo. Quite the game we got here on PACWEST TV. Just over 3 to go in the third quarter. Mariners lead the Falcons 65-34, and it's taken away. Here comes James Zongo! Bastian looking for an open man. He finds Sohal. Double teamed. He's got to get it away. Sohal and off Bastian. Fakes the three. Bounced it back inside. Shot clock running out. Mariners maintain possession as there's a foul on the play. Sear coming back in for Sohal. Lone rookie on the Mariners as Bastian looks for the inbound. Nassert coming back in place of a visibly exhausted Lukas Abadic. He's put his heart out there almost every minute so far. Here's Van Egdom. Up top to McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to lose it. Tinga takes it back. Robinson falls over. Pair of free throws coming up for the Oregon native. Marcus Madrovic having a laugh at Robinson's expense, the pair of forwards. Makes neither. McLaughlin gets the loose board. Here comes Bastian going for the long ball. Van Egdom able to haul it in. Ty Sear, top of the arc. Over to Bastian. Sear cutting beneath the basket. He'll trade places with Tinga. Watched by Robinson. Into the corner. Van Egdom, three! Off the rim. Rebound McLaughlin. Trying to feed it back underneath to Van Egdom. Off the hands of Robinson. Looks like he got fouled there. No calls coming. Falcons continuing their offensive. Trying to get back into the game. Ed Asser with a nonchalant shot. Under 2 to go. Mariners lead 65-38. Van Egdom. McLaughlin trying to bulldoze his way past Obito. Lots of fouls so far as the Falcons prepare for an inbound. James Zongo. Watched by Van Egdom. He works his way inside, double team, kicks it back out. Unversert into the corner for Astrid. Back inside Obito. Mano-a-mano on McLaughlin. Obito, shot clock winding down, kicks it back out. Justin Best coming down the line, makes Tinga miss, puts up a shot. Oh! Justin Best is the best. 1:20 to go. Ty Sear gets it over to Bastian, top of the arc. To Van Egdom, they trade places. Tinga, shot clock at 9. Mariners trying to hold off the Falcons out of the corner. Sear Fakes on the shot, tries to go up, bulldozes everybody in a white jersey. Ty Sear. The Mariner lead is back up to 27, but for how long? Asseret, Zongo. Here he comes, looked like got fouled, weaves through the defense and puts down 2 of his own. James Zongo keeping the Falcons in the fight as Tinga is rejected. Shot clock won't be a factor for much longer as Zongo banks in another shot. James Zongo, have yourself a quarter. Shot clock should be dark. It is behind the game clock currently, but it does not matter. Ryan Bastian trying to bleed it out. Here comes Tinga into the mid-range. Transition underneath to McLaughlin! How good it feels to see him again. A 25-point lead for the Mariners. With 1 quarter to go. We'll take a quick break and be back for the 4th quarter. You're watching VIU Mariners basketball on PACWEST TV. Unfortunately, as some of you might have noticed, the graphics I talked about earlier in the season still don't work. Thanks, Matt. Glad to see the people here that acknowledge that I exist. One of the best jobs a man could ask for. Getting to call games for his alma mater. Both teams have looked stellar so far. Equal in hustle, but the Mariners are up by 25 where it counts. Here's Layton straddling the line, trying to work his way past Owusu. Layton off the side of the backboard, and he's heading to the free throw line. Lone 5th-year player on the Mariners roster. Team leader in assists and rebounds per game. Career 66.7 from the line. So there's a good chance he makes this one. And this is why you don't ever mention free throw percentage when someone's at the line, because then that happens. To any Mariners fans watching this, I am so sorry. Mariners still have a 25-point cushion. Plenty of time to pad it throughout the course of the final quarter. 9:21 to go. Straightaway 3. Asseret. Oh! Ed Asseret refusing to go gentle into that good night. Underneath, Ty Sear past everybody. Poked up. Bastian trying to keep it in bounds. He can. Sear diving for it. He gets it. Van Egdom all alone. Dishes it back to Sear. Up top, Layton 3. Oh! Asrit over to Ungpresert. He's been great all weekend as it's tipped. Ungpresert's able to get it back, puts it up, and one. Aaron Ungpresert continuing to make himself known. Quite the journey he's had. He spent his time at the club level with split-second basketball. He's also been rostered by Capilano before. He's only in his second year of eligibility. Van Egdom three, nearly had it. Rebound Ungpresert. Mariners lead by 24. Bautista turns it over. Here comes Van Egdom. Van Egdom trying to feed it. Ungpresert bobbles it. And he gets it past Layton. To the corner, Bautista three. Air ball. Van Egdom fighting for it. He gets it over to Layton. Sent back to Bastian. Aseret guarding him as he makes his way across center. Here's Layton. Feeding it back inside to Sear. Tipped up. Layton still able to get to it. To the corner, Bastian three. Got it! Ryan Bastian. Here comes Bautista. Double team, Bastian and Adams on him. Layton wanted to travel there. He's not going to get one. Subotic preparing to inbound. Tinga and Cole coming back in place of Bastian. And Rylan Adams. Up and over, Owusu able to get the rebound and he puts it home. Here's Sear, good defense from Nair. Back up top to Layton, hand off to Tinga, trying to create separation, dishes it back over to Layton. Cole out of the corner for three, got it! Winston Cole from Olympia! Cole takes a tumble, as does Van Egdom. Owusu tried to get it underneath. The basket will not count. Third foul against Kai Layton. Another set of free throws coming up for the Falcons. I believe, or not, it will be an inbound for Luka Subotic. And immediately here comes Zongo. Push to the outside, back over to Bautista, back to Zongo. Step back shot, couldn't get it. Owusu gets the board. Shot clock at 1. Shot clock violation against Langara. Mariners basketball. Here's Cole. Over to Layton. Dish it. Tinga three. Oh, baby! Here comes Bautista. Feeds it back to Nair. Underneath, Nixon Owusu pushes off of Layton. Puts up the mid-range shot. Tipped. Can't go. Rebound Cole. Cole gets it to Tinga. Here he comes down the line. Feeds it over. Van Egdom pumps on the three. Back out to Tinga. Cole and Sear are open. Sear waiting in the corner. Back over to Tinga. Tinga comes down the line. Behind the back. and one! Kai Tinga, can I get a two-piece and a biscuit? He can't get the free throw. 5:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Falcons in bonus time now. Mariners lead by 33. VIU has 5 fouls. Falcons have 2. Brom Nair heading to the line. LeBrom, as his teammates call him. Now he's got a crowd. Brom Nair, 1 for 2 from the line. Back to a 32-point game. Cole shakes off Kusaki. Van Egdom behind the back to Tinga. Shot clock at 7. Poked out, taken away by Nair. Obito, the race is on. Last to touch it was Ehi Obito. Ty Sear will inbound it, 5:02 to go. Mariners looking to sweep the weekend set with Langara. Sear coming down the line, feeds it over. Poked out of bounds, somehow kept in. Great play there by James Zongo as he gets the pass from Nair. Zongo pulled up 3, off the rim. Cole fighting for it, diving for it is Van Egdom. Jump ball! It'll go back to the Mariners. It's disappointing that they don't actually jump for jump balls in the PACWEST, because they already have the circles. And Cassidy Kannemeyer is not happy at all. I don't exactly blame him. Kusaki finds Nair, mid-range shot, got it, Brom Nair! Tinga feeds it back to Van Egdom. To Tinga again. Layton back up top. Here's Cole again, trying to shake off Kusaki. Works his way inside, shot clock at 5. Mariners have to hurry. Here's Ty Sear, down the tire up, Sear at the shot clock! And it rolls off. Mariners will have the ball. They lead by 30, 3:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Justin Best does not look happy as he chucks a towel out of bounds. Van Egdom, wide open 3. Spat out by the rim. Diving for it is Ty Sear. Another inbound coming for the Mariners. Kai Tinga to get things started now. 3:54 to go. Mariners lead Langara 85-55. Jump ball for Layton. He feeds it over to Cole. Cole coming down the line. Swings it back over. Tinga grabs it. Shot clock winding down. Poked out, rebound Nair. Going for the long ball, it's taken away by Sear. Fed back underneath, Winston Cole. Walks the tightrope, kept in bounds as he's pushed to the ground. The Mariners will get back possession following a pair of Winston Cole free throws. He knows his way around the NAIA. Spent time with Yakima Valley and Tacoma before spending his third year with Florida Memorial in the NAIA. Mariners are no stranger to bringing in players from the NWAC and beyond. They had two on the roster last year, Cam Bender and Caleb Johnson. Lots of Americans in the Mariners' history, especially as of late. You look at players like Richard Henderson. Pushed out of bounds. That looks like a foul to my eye. Nixon Owusu trying to go upstairs. Nixon Owusu heading back to the line. He was committed as a pure center back in the 2024 recruiting class. As he puts it back within 30. But he's taken on a much more versatile role with all the strong centers on this Langara roster. Van Egdom. Kick back out to Tinga. Back over to Sear. Sear for three. Off back iron. Van Egdom diving for it. Tinga comes out of the pack. It rolls out. Another mad scramble. It comes over to Layton. He feeds it back to Cole. Shot clock at 3. 2 seconds, 1 second. Layton for three. Off the iron, out of bounds. Langara ball. .249 to go. Mariners lead by 29. They're trying to put this one away. Nair works on Sear. Gets it over to Justin Best. Handoff, Kosaki three. No good, rebound Cole. Cole coming down the line, Winston. Can't get it, it's poked away by Kosaki. Kato Kosaki makes a nice move, pushed out of bounds. Looked like a foul against Kai Tinga. Tinga comes down the line, feeds it over, partially tipped. Ty Sear gets it in the far corner. Shot clock at 6. Van Egdom swings it all the way over to Cole. Shot clock at 3. He's got to step back, puts it up. Off back iron. Sear fighting for the tip as he falls down. Falcons get it back. Kosaki makes a nice move, zigzags off the glass. Kato Kosaki. Winston Cole traipses across the line. Another duel with Kosaki as it's taken away. Justin Best feeds it back out. Kosaki gets past Sear, works his way to the far side. Shot clock at 13. Kosaki looking to do it himself. No good, rebound McLaughlin. Kai Tinga. The Mariners already looking at when the next ferry for New Westminster leaves. They're taking on the Douglas Royals next week. Tinga blocked. Whole pile of humanity. McLaughlin pokes it over to Van Egdom. Shot clock at 3. Kicks it back out. Ty Sear. Shot clock buzzer. Off back iron. Rebound McLaughlin. It resets. McLaughlin! Nice spin move from Subotic. Nair mid-range shot. No good. McLaughlin fighting for the tip. Cole beats him to it. Mariners trying to kill as much clock as possible. Cole mano-a-mano on Subotic. Looking to put this one away. Inside McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. Tinga, step back, pumps, kicks it over. Van Egdom, 3. Up and over. Shot clock is dark. One last chance for Langara as Justin Best puts it up and over. Levi back to Sear. And he'll let the time wind down. Might not have been as theatric. Might not have been as flashy. But a W is a white and blue W all the same. The VIU Mariners victorious 88-61 over the Langara Falcons. Lots of great performances from all around the lineup today. Kai Katavsky-Tinga, Ekman Sohal, Ryan Bastian, Kai Layton, the entire starting lineup getting into double digits. Mariners will be back here in 2 weeks to take on the Capilano Blues. Peter Lee's first game in Nanaimo since transferring there this past offseason, but before that, they're heading up to New Westminster next week to take on the Douglas Royals. Thank you one and all for joining us on PACWEST TV, SportsCanada.tv, and the VIU Mariners YouTube channel. So until next time, on behalf of Matt Carter, Danielle Hyde, Joel Wiersma, David Forster, our entire production team here at Vancouver Island University, I'm Caleb Green, saying so long, and we'll see you next time.